Alright, so my flapper and the flash. I took Tyra's picture and used that to kind of create my look. I started it all off with MAC's grease paint. I think it's the black one. And I created an arc on the inner portion of my eye and then also one on the lower corner. And then taking a combination of grays and a black to work that into my crease for the most part to help define out the shape. On my lid, I took Femme Noir, which is a dark green color, and I wanted to dust that over my entire lid. And it was alright, but it didn't work the way that I wanted it to, so I went in with MAC's Copper Plate, which is a lovely eyeshadow. And it's very pigmented, so what I used it to do was cover up my eye to make sure none of my skin tone showed through. Now to muddy that up a little bit, I took MAC's Plumage, which is a dark teal color, I guess, kind of bluish teal, and I went over the Copper Plate. Now I'm taking the black shadow and just making sure that I have deep color on my lower lash line, and I got it everywhere, so I had to clean it up a bit. I'm taking a soft brown color from MAC and just blending out the top part of the eye, because with the dark colors it can get kind of harsh, so I wanted to make sure it was nice and blended. This is NYX Nude color, which clearly isn't that nude on me. I'm using that to highlight my brow shape. I could have done without that, but I just wanted to make sure that people noticed that I had this weird brow. And I cleaned it up a little bit just to make sure it was nice and defined using that black shadow. And I actually used a bit of just brown girl gel on my eye to make sure it was nice. Here I'm taking Revlon's eraser pen. Good concept, bad design because it makes a mess in trying to clean things up, but I use it anyway. For my look, I wanted it to have a little bit more shine to it, so I used Club Eyeshadow in the crease just at the top. And what's this? Oh, my Steely Style black pencil, and just to make sure that my eyes were as dark as could be. And I move on to my foundation, and I am using MAC's Pro Longwear, and that stuff dries really fast, so I only use that with a stippling brush because I mean it just dries really fast. It gives a really nice finish, so if you guys ever have a chance to try that out, or if you're looking for something with longevity, that junk works and it can last through a workout, trust me. So I got that all applied. Now I am going to move on to my concealer, and that was a Sigma 224 brush, and I am not a fan of the Sigma brushes, but since I bought them, I use them, and I'm using that to apply MAC's Pro Longwear Concealer, which is another one of my favorite products. Looks really good. It blends really well too, and it dries fast, and it will last just as long as the foundation. Here I'm taking a cream blush, and I'm using a Studio Tool stippling brush that I had just cleaned with Perrier Spirit brush cleaner. And that's another product that I'm not a fan of, because you see that little glistening spot right there is the oil from that product. Yeah, so I had to switch up my brush game to put on some powder, and that is, I think, a La Femme blush that I was putting on. And yeah, I wanted to blend it out because I didn't want it to look like a harsh blush color, so I'm taking another Sigma brush, which I like the Sigma brush, but you can see the handle's kind of white. Yeah, ruined by that Perrier Spirit brush cleaner that spilled in my train case. Anywho, moving on to the lips, I just used a dark color, and this is can't think of the name of the color, but it's actually a Wet n Wild color. I have some on the back of my hands, and I'm using it with just a flat liner brush to apply it. I fill it in. I didn't really get the definition that I was hoping for, and the Cupid's bow, so I took my black liner and tried to create a shape. Well, still wasn't really happy, so here I am with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer trying to make my lips pop. So at the end of all of that, this is what I ended up with. Put on a layer of false lashes, had my little bow going on. That wig, y'all, was torture to put on. Okay, so here's a bit of humor and something to learn. You can see I have my lashes on, and I'm trying to cover up some of the spots that I created in my shadow, and I'm using black, and black is a color that you don't want to play around with. You can kind of see on my eye there at the bottom, yeah, it's the the black eyeshadow kind of fell down. So I'm like, okay, I'm rushing. I got to get up out of here. Let me take my Prolong Wear and try to do diligence on this color. You can see it. Look at it. I tried to do diligence on it to just blend over it, but that was not working. And I'm like kicking myself because I'm already running late and I'm trying to make it work. And I'm trying and trying and trying. So I take a little Kleenex. I try to dab off a little bit of it. I try to smudge it in a little bit. I tried just about everything. And then I was about in tears at this point. Like, I'm going to be late and I'm tripping. So I had to run into my bathroom and grab the makeup remover and just take it off. So I took it off, reapplied the concealer, and that's what I ended up with. So I think it turned out all right. And the moral of that story is do that foundation last and don't be trying to clean up stuff. And in the bathroom, I put on my wig and I was doing all of this other stuff. And y'all, I'm natural, so that means my hair likes to just be out and be free. So to try to put it up under this little bitty wig was a nightmare, but I made it work. Put the little bow on, and the girl had a good time at her dinner. So thanks for watching.